Hi, and welcome to a second stream of Piggy's wonderful Tubithon. Thank you, Amy, for incredibly engaging, funny, and super successful stream. I did not expect it to be as successful as it was. I'm totally shook by the amount of money that has already been raised for the World Cancer Research Fund. You people are the best. It's the most wonderful and most welcoming community on YouTube and Instagram and anywhere on social media. I am absolutely convinced in that. Now, before I forget, my name is Aksik, aka Annika, and I am here in the dark in the middle of the night, Ireland. So, yeah, if the words aren't wording as good as they should, then know that it's been a long day and sadly I couldn't really take a break. So hi to everybody. Super glad to see all of you. Admittedly, I cannot, greet everybody today personally because I don't want the stream. No, this stream is going to be a little bit different than our usual kind of private and more intimate chats. This stream is all about trying to get people behind this initiative, keep it going, keep it active, keep it all bouncing and happy, and let YouTube know that with biz, send more people here and just get people donating, because this is an incredibly important cause that obviously I don't think there's a single person anywhere in the world whom that disease has not touched in any way, themselves or their close ones or relatives. I myself have lost 3 very close people to me to this nasty disease. So I am very much invested in trying to raise some money to maybe eventually in the future it won't be a problem anymore. So let's see. Once again, Amy's stream was absolutely amazing. Obviously, I am not as seasoned of a streamer as she is. I basically started kind of learning how to stream for this specific stream. So let's have a look how far we are. I don't have it on my screen beautifully like Amy had, but I have my tablet with me, and we are at the moment at 35% of the goal of £3,000. So we have raised £1,062. I cannot believe it. It's amazing. And it would be great if people, especially, of course, new ones coming in, anything you can give. And if you can't give now, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Just push the word out. Shout on Instagram. Shout on, post on YouTube. Anywhere you have a social media platform, shout out that this is going on. Not just this stream, but the link is going to be active for the full of February. So there's plenty of time for people to come and donate, and it would really make difference. And we in this community are all about inclusivity, about welcoming people, no gatekeeping, and making difference in people's lives, making them happier, giving us our brains back in a way. So because as we all know, a lot of us do the coloring because it really switches it off. All the anxieties of the day just melt away while you are coloring. So why not give something else, put something else out there? And I know that you absolutely will. And if you, of course, like Amy already said, if you cannot donate, that is fine. Just, keep the word out. And if you can, shout it out. Don't just keep it, on being very nice and quiet about it and modest. No, don't be modest. You did something really, really great, even if it was £2. I don't know. I don't care how much it is. Just shout it out and share the link. And that's how we get people more engaged. Of course, there's other things going on. There's you can see that in front of me is R.J. Hampson book. We're going to do a little bit of coloring in that book in a minute. There's also a link underneath the stream to this free page in case you weren't in a previous stream. Basically, it's not a free page. Sorry, you can buy that page for I think $1, but you can also contribute more. And all the money that is coming from the sales of this wonderful page by absolutely amazing and beautiful human being that is R.J. Hampson is going to go to the World Cancer Research as well. So, yay! Let's keep going. I myself got a bit distracted a couple of like yesterday with a different page, so I haven't gotten too far with this page, but I decided to color. Okay, I had okay, I decided that this page is called The Cure. So I know that a lot of people will be coloring this page, and that is absolutely great, and I will be as well. But I decided that for the stream, I am going to color something that is full of joy, that this kitty here, the scientist kitty, who we have all donated loads of money during the month of February, has now discovered a cure for cancer. So there, I don't know. So there, this is the cure page, and of course, I'm not too far in it. I thought I might show you how I do backgrounds or kind of color on the background. A lot of people kind of like that technique and want to learn more about it. So we might do the kind of window behind the kitty during this stream. So we do some coloring as well, not just me chatting away. Tell me if I'm getting too annoying and wordy, because that might totally happen. And also, as I said, you know, words don't word very well at this hour of the night, I guess. So hopefully you are all great. Hopefully you're all great. Thank you very much for all the wonderful compliments for the page. Yeah, the only thing that is at the moment kind of more or less properly colored, let me get you closer, is the cat here. And I started on the kind of a sky behind the window. So we can carry on with that in a moment. I hope you're all doing well. I'm sorry, I don't know why, but my voice just decided, nope, not voicing anymore. So it can happen occasionally. So yeah, hopefully you have cleared your schedule, and this is going to be a weekend of coloring and relaxing. And here is my handful of Prismas. I will probably not use all of them, but I have Parma Violet, I have True Blue, I have Ultramarine, I have Process Red, I have Violet Blue, I have also Indigo Blue, which is one of my nasty pencils. It's a really good color, but the pencil is scratchy. And I have Mulberry, and I have Powder Blue just in case. So, yes, it is super late here. But hey, it's fine. I'm a night owl, so it's not as bad as it sounds, let's be honest. Yeah, after me, that just to let you know, after me, there's going to be Hollyberry Colors. And in that stream, I think she is going to do the raffle as well for the mouse guard book. So try to stick around for that one. And yeah, don't forget, if you have donated, shout everywhere. Yeah, don't keep it to yourself and be super modest, because we're not being modest here. We are trying to raise money. Gosh, it sounded very mercenary of me. So I don't know now how far you are. I can try to get you as close as this camera will let me. I don't want to do the swing and pull the camera thing, because that will give you nausea eventually. But I'm taking my indigo here, and I put on this next to the fishbowl, which I kind of want to be. Eventually, everything is going to be glowing here. I'm going to get glow here and glow here and glow here, and there's going to be a bit of glow on those vials as well here. Possibly not here for some. I don't think I'm going to do a glow here, but you know, there's going to be a lot of glowing objects here. And really kind of a dark shadows. I like dark shadows. Anybody who's been on my channel before knows that. I like my contrasts. So I'm now taking indigo and next to the fishbowl, because there is a bit of a glow there, but you know, glow doesn't really influence the night sky, so it's slightly lighter. So I used for that one the, was it ultramarine? Yeah, it was ultramarine I used here, just on the black. And now I'm blending my indigo into the ultramarine. Dum-da-dee-dum. And I might want to make the ultramarine slightly lighter and brighter. I'm going to show you how I'm doing that. And because the coloring is happening on the it's on the black background, so there's not a huge amount of burnishing needed here, because you obviously won't have the, you know, especially if you're working in dark colors like this, because you obviously won't have the white of the paper glowing through here. So how's our situation? Ooh, people, did you see that? Oh, I'm going to show you. 1,239 pounds. You are unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, I'm absolutely and utterly convinced that there is no other community like this. I have always admired this community for one of the main reasons being that there literally is no gatekeeping. There is no clique type of mentality. Everybody is welcome, and everybody's welcomed very warmly. And everybody's differences, instead of shunned like in some communities can be, you know, differences either in, you know, styles of coloring or sometimes even opinions, instead of shunned, they are usually celebrated and almost, you know, often admired. So this is what this community is all about. And now I took the white Prisma and I'm going to put a little bit on top of this, because I haven't burnished anything there. I just put color down. So I put a little bit next to that fish tank thing. One thing about all these two things that distresses me is that neither this bird or this poor fish cannot be comfortable. So RJ, don't torture your animals. Say no to animal testing, or give them proper tanks. Sorry, I have this thing. I can be a bit oversensitive about hurting any living creatures. But, oh, I forgot to kind of warn you, in case you hear a crash sudden or kind of a like, behind me, that is not an explosion. That is my dog deciding that she will join me in coloring. And she knows how to basically kick open the door. She's a tiny little thing, but she knows how to kick open the door. So if she does that, hopefully you won't startle. I also have this thing going here. So basically, I don't have any idea what time to finish. I don't have any mods to shout at me. So I have alarm set on my phone for 2:45. So if you hear beeping, that's what is happening. But there's a while to go before that happens. Piggy, Piggy, news. RJ found a way to link his website directly to Just Giving, and he's giving the download free to any direct donations to your Just Giving too. Oh, wow! That he is unbelievable. That is just unreal. No, like, but he's always been very, very involved and very active in the community, and for any cause, any worthy cause, he kind of almost always seems to be there. So much appreciated. We'll see how things will go. Now, yeah, this page is called The Cure. Well, in my interpretation, RJ actually calls that page Invisibility Potion. But I am free to decide what I want this page to be. So this is what it's going to be. So I'm taking the blue indigo as again, I'm putting the darkest areas down. And here I have put down some Prismacolor white because I already know that I want these areas slightly lighter. So anything that goes on top of that pencil will look lighter. So you get those cute color variations in the sky. It's a bit of a like subtle galaxy effect that I'm going for here. So yeah, in a way I'm doing galaxy, and I'm now doing it, I have done it in crazy colors. I have a video about that. If somebody, you know, is more interested, it's in one of my bits and pieces videos, but this one is kind of a more traditional. It's going to be all blues and purples, essentially. So for those of us who don't want the galaxies to be crazy colors, there you go. That's your chance. So I'm taking now the mulberry, and I'm putting some of that mulberry color just down here on top of the white. I'm not being tidy about it or at all. I'm just throwing it down in some areas, because everything is going to be kind of blended together pretty roughly, and then I'm going to smooth it out afterwards a little bit. But it is actually quite easy, not very stressful technique that goes surprisingly fast, because you actually need to work less on the black surface, especially kind of a darker page like this. Then you would have to do that on the white paper. There's not that much burnishing needed or anything. So in a way, it's a lazy background. So yeah, keep shouting, keep hyping, keep letting people know that you are watching this stream, even if you kind of just post it on Insta or put it into the YouTube posts that, you know, I'm watching this stream. Just, you know, calling everybody in so we can get some money in. Money. Because this is the cause that we all really want and need. Well funded. And sadly, it's often not. So if we can help, why not? Yes, a lot of people can say that this is not our job, you know, to make sure that those things are funded, and governments should do that. But it's kind of a pointless sentiment. If, you know, if they don't, they don't. And at the end of the day, people who are losing are going to be ourselves and our close ones. So why not try to put some elbow into it and just push the thing ourselves for a while. So I'm just basically varying pencils, and I'm doing it pretty randomly, let's be honest. Like, there is no super firm plan. I just want some swooshes of kind of a purplish color, and some areas that are lighter and some areas that are darker. And it's just eventually, oh, I want some purple behind here because this cage is going to be kind of a glowing yellow. So I will also probably put some yellow onto that purple eventually to kind of give the effect of complementary colors, that it will be more muted than it is at the moment here. But at the moment, I'm leaving it alone. And this one is violet blue. And I'm just doing this area here with violet blue. You can see I don't really have a rhyme or reason. I just love to put color down. Yeah, it's at this time, I'm usually very much of a mixed media girl, but somehow, you know, I work a lot with water media, but somehow for this stream, I landed on a page where I'm essentially doing, you know, kind of very, very traditional alcohol markers and pencils on top. So yeah, safe bet. It's not really safe bet. I just wanted to do this page, and it was on Amazon Books. So I went by the media that was, let's say, to be honest, you know, best suited for it. So I've put some of the kind of, what is called again? Shish, I keep forgetting the name of this, mulberry and violet blue on this square. I'm going to put a little tiny bit more down. And then I will go in with white a little bit as well to brighten up some areas a little bit more. Now, where's my white? And of course, before the stream, my beloved electrical pencil sharpener just gave up a ghost. It's like, oh, those things always happen at the worst possible minute, don't they? So let's have a look what the situation is with our money. I'm going to refresh the page, and we have 1,277. Let's keep calling people in. Let's keep, whoops, typing. But, you know, I don't really mind how much we collect in this sense, as long as we raise awareness for the initiative, because it's not just about tonight. Definitely not. You know, it's for the full month of February. And I do understand that people who are moving from stream to stream, you know, you've already, who had an opportunity and you could, most likely has already donated. So it's not about that much anymore. It's just getting the word out, letting people know that this is happening. Okay, this is now the processed red, which is very much like magenta. Kind of putting a bit more brightness into that area as well. And I need to also get a dark pencil like violet blue. And I haven't really blended this bit out here. Because it's all dark, it's kind of sometimes easy to miss some bits that you haven't colored yet. Because both the result, kind of a page before coloring and after coloring, it's going to be pretty dark. We are going to do the nighttime behind the window here. So it's very hard to see sometimes which area you have colored and which not. I hope you can actually see what I'm doing, because I do understand that it's quite dark. No, the background. This is just black. Okay, words aren't wording. This is a black alcohol marker. I have a 3-pack of these ones, but any black alcohol marker will do. I just know that these ones won't definitely yellow. I know that I've heard, I don't know, but I've heard that a hoo-hoo black alcohol marker in the set yellows. You know, I think you've all seen in some books that some markers stain pages around them yellow. But I definitely know that in a pro markering, absolutely, won't do that. And it was a 3-pack. So I'm using them a fair bit for doing stuff like this. So I basically just put black around, because the page was originally, the behind the window was already done dark by RJ. There was like some stars and kind of a black nighttime behind the window. But I also made the surrounding area black, so it would be this dingy, dark, slightly unhinged laboratory because the cat and the mouse, they both look kind of unhinged. So, and to me now, the mouse was slightly electrocuted by the cure, so he was sick, and now all those vibes from the vial that he consumed are now curing him or her. I don't really know. And don't need to know the gender of the mouse. And I might eventually put a couple of maybe gel pen stars into that sky as well. I'm still working on the violet blue. Just brightening. I'm creating really dark areas, dark spots with indigo, and then I'm varying brighter but still dark spots with violet blue and ultramarine. And then I'm dropping in some processed red and mulberry for the kind of a purplish parts. And if I want to just brighten up some areas or lighten, I'm putting in some Prisma white like this. And I'm going over then with either brighter pencil or the same pencil. But essentially, it's like you were painting and you're mixing colors, you're lightening colors, you're mixing pastels. Well, you don't need to do that necessarily. You don't need to necessarily have often pastel pencil set. You can just put down white and put on top of it something else to lighten it up. So. Oh, Chris, you had a whole situation, darks, mostly browns, that yellowed through 8 pages. Okay, now you terrified me, because all the browns here are definitely from Ohoho. Well, the cat actually has pencils on top, but, all the other stuff underneath, those dark browns, those are Ohoho. I need to put then some plastic sleeve around that page to make sure that it won't. Okay, and I'm going to put here some of the processed red, so it's a bit brighter. Purple, pink. Okay. So you can either do it as fast as you want to. You can put very basic, fast, simple gradient down, or you can play a bit like I'm doing here, because I, like a bit of variations and, stuff going on in my skies. Okay, yeah, my language skills are deteriorating by the minute. Oops. So what's the situation here? Ooh, I'm gonna show you. Oops. We have 1,320 people. That's actually incredible, because, okay, I never expected it to be, especially, in the first streams already, that good. That 3,000, the goal was set for the full 16 streams. I am only the second one. So your generosity and willingness to put it out there and push it is amazing and hugely, and I mean hugely, appreciated. Trust me. I am kind of a bit shocked that we're that far already, and I'm delighted, because I'm now super curious what it's going to be eventually. We would like to push as far as we can. Oh, Candace. We'll have a kiddie night out live stream. Oh. Yeah, I know. I tend to be giddy even if it isn't total in the middle of night. Then again, you know, mostly my live stream, when I started practicing the live streaming, which I actually discovered I really enjoy doing. I enjoy the kind of direct chats with people of different mind and the same hobby. It's an incredible outlet. It's like going, we've been talking about that and pretty much come to the same conclusion that it's like going for, I don't know, like a coloring session or a coffee and color with a bunch of fun friends. And of course it's going to be rewarding, and of course it's going to be fun. Now, and I now grabbed, oh, this one was indigo, the one I used here around the dark area. I now grabbed, was it ultramarine? Yeah, ultramarine. Okay, I was right. And I'm going lightly over that white, because I don't want to get too darker. I want that to be actually visible here, that lighter area. I might put a little bit more white mix in. And isn't it just super easy to create this fun nighttime scene behind the window? And all you need to really do for it to look, you know, like this is you need to first basically put something black there, either alcohol marker, or if you can't use alcohol marker, if it's a double-sided book, I'd say even water-based marker will work, because you're going to cover it up mostly. You know, if it's slightly streaky, it doesn't really matter. And you can play around with that. And I'm now putting in some true blue, like brighter blue, and I'm putting it on top of the white to create this slightly brighter streak of the sky. And this to me actually looks kind of, you know, not realistic, okay, not exactly realistic, but close enough to realistic. You know, interesting skies. One of my big weaknesses. Okay, and now we have the last window pane here to do. So I guess you've all already talked about... Oh, thank you everybody who's been complimenting my page. Let's see, I'm going to refresh the page. At the moment, nothing has changed. So, shout it out, people! Sadly, I caught too much on my side, but you can shout. Make an Instagram story. You can tell it how amazing it is. But there's so many wonderful creators ahead. It's the lineup is just fantastic. Like Holly, who's going to be here after me, she is so wonderful. She has amazing taste, beautiful technique, and like super smooth. It's very different style. Like everybody has that's what I like about this community, you know, that there's so many different styles, but hers is just very, very beautiful. She has a fantastic feel for color and color variations and combining sometimes unusual colors, and doing the kind of a shading with color style that you don't do, or sometimes very deep dark shadows like this, but you more so play with color temperatures and different color variations and do the shading that way, and it's just gorgeous. You have to definitely stay and watch her play too. No. So yeah, the chat has been really hopping, and I apologize if I'm not as responsive to the chat as I usually would be, because if I sit just in chat, and life has shown that, then I don't get any coloring done. And this little stream is not that long, so I thought I'd do some coloring as well. Otherwise, there won't be any there. So, what do you think? Do you think I should put something purple a bit maybe here as well? Just playing now. Okay, okay. So I think the sky I'm going to pretty much leave like this. You can see it actually goes underneath the kitty there. This bit I already did before the stream while I was watching Amy. And there's going to be a glow here from those kind of vials there. So I don't know if you can see. If I lift, maybe you can see. I put kind of slightly different color there because they're pink and there's going to be kind of pinkish glow there. So I put that into the sky as well already. So yeah, this one is basically now, I'm going to leave the sky as is. Hopefully it's something that you can, you know, maybe play on your pages as well. Thank you for to everybody who's complimenting me. Oh, that is so nice. You people are unbelievably lovely. Now, I thought I might kind of try to start working on that window frame as well, because there's different glows. Like this fish tank is going to be glowing, and this bird is going to be also glowing. So there's going to be light falling here and here. And these are also going to be glowing here. But I'm not going to put much onto this window beam there. Plenty of caffeine. Thank you. This page is called, to everybody who just came in, I have called this page, I don't know, I know that RJ Hampson, he didn't know when he was drawing that page, okay, he was not aware, but he called it Invisibility Potion, but I call it The Cure. And this kitty has just cured the cancer. And it's all because we have collected enough money for him to work in peace and have time and money to do research. So yes, people, go on. Put it out there so Kitty can do the big jump. Who has cats? Does anybody have cats? Yeah, it's actually easier. That's the thing about coloring on top of dark. It's actually easier. It comes together faster, and you can get, you know, fun little effects like that. And you can actually make them more pronounced if you put a little bit more white onto them here, you know, like this. And if you want to smooth it out more, you can even grab the Caran-d'Ache or whatever blender and see. I blended the white a little bit more in. You can put tiny bit of more star, you know, if I wanted to kind of accentuate it more. Now I'm probably going to slam my hand into it eventually, because that's what I do. Let me see, I get my gel pen going. So if I wanted to, like, there were already stars in the sky, and it actually is cool because although prismas are opaque, they're not like totally opaque like paint. So you have those stars faintly glowing through the pencil background. So I would put some couple of, okay, now this one isn't working for me. This is typical, isn't it? Everything works before the live stream. And then I would put a couple of brighter stars in as well. And it actually has more depth now because there's kind of a fainter stars that are visible through the haze of color, and there's brighter stars that are more in the background. Tip is not to overdo it with the bright stars, just put a couple here and there, and it actually looks better than, you know, if the whole page was super full of them. See how much it lifted already the night sky now. And how easy it was to do. Doesn't take long either. And it's very enjoyable because you just choose your colors and then you alternate between pencils. Important thing is to have at least, you know, a very dark color of, you know, that's something that you basically blend other colors into. And in this case, mine was indigo, you know, if I go for the sky. But there's, of course, you can do different variations. I can actually show you a page. It's going to be in the finished pages as well, but never mind. Never you mind that. Okay, here the sky. Okay, let me go back. Okay, the sky here is done with, you know, the whole sky here is done with on top of black, because it was kind of, you know, Amazon printed black. It's kind of a dirty gray. So I just put Prismacolor pencils on top of the black here. And see, it's much more fun and interesting that way. So it's essentially the same technique. I just did it kind of a, you know, in less extreme way here. It's more subtle because I want it to be dark. So it's like darkness behind the window. And the main things are basically, you know, because I want things to glow. You know, those fish tanks and things. Oh, I need the background and everything to be pretty dark so the glow would be more pronounced. Because you can't really make anything glow unless there's darkness around it. Oh, 205 in chat. Oh, you are amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You are wonderful. I am so incredibly grateful and happy that you all came and you're giving your effort, your time. Your time is also a donation. That's the thing. It's not just about money, it's the time as well. Your time is the most incredibly valuable thing that you have. Giving your time alone means everything to me. The same way it means everything to me that you people actually take time from your busy days to sometimes watch my videos. That alone is amazing. You know, that I make those videos here on my knee at that desk, and you people give up your time, your super valuable time, and watch them. So know that you are very, very, very much appreciated. Now, let's see. Yeah, it's just, you know, so I wouldn't get kind of distracted by everything, which I can do sometimes. So now the next thing I wanted to say is that I tried at first with the cat. I started the cat with the polychromos, and I absolutely hated working with polychromos on this paper. I sometimes just don't get along with polychromos on Amazon paper. So I moved over to my trusty, I think most of the elements on the page I'm going to shade with Faber-Castell blacks, because I just like them on this paper. I can't help it. I really like Faber-Castell Black Edition on top of alcohol markers, especially dark alcohol markers, because they're beautifully opaque and they don't have too much texture. So it's very easy to kind of seamlessly blend them into the background. So let's put some highlights in. So this fish tank here is going to throw some light onto the window here. Let me see. What's the situation? The donations paid at the moment has not changed, but I absolutely trust that you people will get the word out. Tell people to come here. Come to the dark side. We have cookies. It's literally the dark side. Look at it. And there might be cookies someplace. Possibly not, but I can get cookies downstairs. There's some. It is amazing total raised. And please take into consideration, this is just the second stream. And of course, Amy kicked off the whole Tubithon. Like, she was absolutely the wonderful and correct person to started, because she has that really wonderful energy. Plus, she's so well versed in streaming that it's just, you know, she was absolutely the best person possibly to kick it off, because her energy is unmatched. No, okay, yeah, I was highlighting, at least planning to, okay, and there's going to be a bit of a highlight here as well, because it's going to come from here, and I'm going to put them, it's already in the kitty's ear as well, but I'm throwing some highlights onto the kitty as well. Ooh, ooh, thank you, Noreen, cookies. Oh. How much has been raised? Just a second. We are going to check it again. We have so far raised £1,300 and 30. £1,330. Wow. Wow. Axel. Okay. Yeah. English doesn't English anymore, or hasn't for a long time. I do apologize in that way anyway, because English, obviously, as you can all hear, is not my first language. But I'm doing my best. Then again, I have been speaking that for quite a while. Okay, so let's pull out, I need some kind of a more opaque yellow. Actually, I can pull it out from Prisma set. I'm sure I have some yellows here. Okay, let's take you to the proper shot. Let's go! Thank you, Artsy and thank you to everybody, and everybody who donates. Shout it out. Don't be modest about it. This is not what we're about here. We are donating money for good cause, and we should be bloody proud of it and motivate other people to do the same by giving it a good shout. We did it! And so should you! I'm sure we'll eventually get there. Now, okay. My point was to go into the... Okay, this is off center, that Prisma. And the only sharpener I have at the moment, well, is my beloved old Derwent one, which is a good sharpener, but it creates an incredibly long point that is not healthy. Look, that point, which is not healthy for Prismas, let me tell you. But you know, I can just be careful. So I'm going to put that yellow here, because there's going to be highlight here. I'm going to, of course, darken the backside here of that frame. I did it deliberately, the frame, the way that this side, I did it dark and cool, because here is the glow is dark and cool. And I warmed it up on this side because the bird is glowing kind of gold or yellow. Hi, Kimberly, thank you! Yay! This is so cool. I love all the emojis and all the stuff going on. I love how the chat is bouncing. Thank you, the art teacher. Oh, you, yes, yes, shout it out. Don't be quiet about it. Don't be modest. There are times to be modest and there are times not to be modest. And this is the time not to be modest. You are doing something incredible. You are helping. You are making the world that much of a better place. We can all change the world in our small ways. Okay, I am too far from the camera. Okay. I hope you can see better. Thank you, thank you. Okay, I need to have a drink because my mouth is getting dry. Ah, that is nice. Water is wonderful. And I'm putting some highlights here as well, just, you know, before I go in with darker colors. So basically, it's always a good idea and easiest to work if you toss in the highlights so you know where they are and you're going to preserve them. Especially if you put them down with a nice waxy pencil like Prisma. So that alone is going to preserve them. Okay, and yeah, I will of course work over. At the moment, all that is down on this page is kind of a rough base, okay? I haven't shaded anything. I only did the sky and I have shaded mostly the cat. And the cat also is not, I need to finalize the mouth. I need to put some more shading into the tongue, which I might do now since I'm here. Because it's kind of too pink. It needs a bit deeper shadow there. There we go. That's better. Yeah, that's better. Yes, everybody in US, thinking of you. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying sane. Yes, this is the safe place. This is the place we can just be ourselves and switch ourselves off. And in this instance, we are also trying to, contribute to some other good causes. I know that sometimes it's hard. There's so many things that are demanding our attention, and there's so many things that are wrong with the world. But we can only help bit by bit. And a couple of pounds or dollars, if you can afford them, because I know that not everybody can and not always, you know. But anybody who can spare a bob here or there would be very welcome. Okay, I need to get black. I actually use black in coloring as well. I have no hang-ups about it. I cheerfully use black as well. If I really want some areas to be almost kind of a dead dark shadow, I will put black in. This is the cheapest possible black. They come often in the sets of like, oh, the weird amounts, like possibly 6 or 8 or something, like weird quantities anyway. And they're sold very cheap. But they're good transparent blacks. They're good layering blacks. So you put it underneath something or slightly on top of something, and it doesn't give that dead black effect. It just makes every color underneath. If you put it underneath any color, it just makes kind of like extra dark. So I really like them. Polychromos black has the same effect essentially. Only Polychromos black is a lot more expensive. And you can get these like, oh, I don't know, they're like maybe $5 or $6 for a pack of, I don't know, 6 or 8. Yes, hyping, hyping, hyping. That's right. Keep it going. You can push it. I know you can. So yeah. Okay, so I need to put some black here. And then I want to put some kind of a like purplish color here. So it would match the glow that is eventually going to be slightly around here. So it would look a bit, and eventually I put little dots here as well. Kind of little glowing dots. At the moment, I'm just putting them down with Prismacolor white. I want like little dots flying. And even when I'm coloring over it or putting down some pencil for the glow, those white dots, because they're bright, waxy prismas, are going to still be visible. And then I can put a bit of gel pen on top of them eventually, and you get this really beautiful, nice glowing dots. Just keep typing until your fingers bleed. Sorry, I'm sorry, that was a bit too gory. Go on, people, 19 pounds. Surely you can spare 19 pounds between yourselves. It's not for me. It's for charity. Sorry. As usual, I'm getting a bit overly giddy. Things never change, are they? So, yeah, just kind of throwing the glow together. Here. So I'm doing darker here, so there would be a bit of a shape to this this window frame, but I want it to be kind of very dark because it's nighttime. There's not much light inside either, so there won't be much light on this window, and we don't want it to really take attention away. But I'm going to give a tiny bit of dimension. Sorry, I'm not calling out the pencils again. Okay, I was using dark umber and light umber, essentially. I tend to do that because my problem is, as as a lot of you maybe already know, that I don't I almost never look at the pencil color names. I just look at the pencil leads, and I often don't even know what color pencil, what is the name of the pencil I'm coloring. So I have tried to kind of, when I'm doing coloring processes and stuff, and when it's not, I don't know, 2:28 in the morning, I have tried now to be a bit better about it. But occasionally I do forget myself, and then stuff like this happens. It's like, what pencil is this? And this one is a good old cream. Really like the Prisma, the cream color. It's a universal thing, and it's so good for blending out so many different things. Really fantastic. So going back with umber again. So I'm going to do dark shadow on the side of the frame. And here as well. Umber, softening the edge a bit. And I'm grabbing now the light umber. And here at the top, I'm actually bringing it pretty much to the edge. I don't really need a highlight there because there's nothing there that is glowing or throwing any light on it. But now as I'm coming down, there's going to be highlight here because that cage is going to be glowing. That kitty does not have the best ethics about animal experimentation. I don't appreciate that, Kitty. You have been naughty. And, oh, I forgot to say, I put in some canary yellow as well, just to kind of warm the glow up a bit. And now I'm going with the cream here at the edge to have a nice glow. And this cage, you know, already it kind of starts looking like, you know, the cage is glowing. Just for the fact that the light is falling onto something else. Typing, 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 typing. Other fingers bleeding it. Almost 50% of the way to the target. Yes, yes. $1,428. Let's go. Wow, 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 wow. People, you are amazing. I can't believe it. And you are fast typers. I'm telling you that. I admire your skills. You have many. I need to be at PC for these typing speeds. So maybe you are. And even then, I wouldn't be as good at it as you are. So once again, umber, light umber, and I'm going to put a little bit of the canary yellow here just to warm it up, make it more intense. And then I'm going to finish it off with the cream. And there you go. The whole thing is glowing. And now I am darkening just this bit to kind of giving it a little bit of dimension so it wouldn't be just flat. So dark umber, light umber, that's it, you know, nothing else is needed. Like if there's no need to overdo things, don't overdo things. Which, by the way, I should actually listen to myself, because I do tend to overcomplicate my pages quite a lot, I have to say. I'm not good at listening to my own advice. So here I had the black underneath. So now when the dark umber goes on top of it, you get extra shadow there. It's kind of like lazy shading, I'm calling it. It's in a way layering, but it's blending as well. It's kind of both. This is the way I tend to work. And this is the light umber now. And now I need the true blue. And I should have actually worked it a little bit. Like I should have touched paper very, very gently with it. I did not, so I'm going to add a little bit of umber onto it. I'm going to tone it down. So sorry, that's light umber. But I did want that bluish undertone here, but not very bright. And now I am going in with the powder blue, which is what I'm going to use to create that glow here. And light umber again, and I'm going over the edge of it, so it wouldn't be like overly bright, you know. And another dark umber. I need to put black here. Where's black? I've lost my black. Oh, here. Here. Just to create a bit of extra shadow there. And light umber. Getting a bit of dimension. True blue. I need to be now. Can I be gentle enough now? I just want a hint of that, not full whack of that color. I want a hint of that kind of to cool down the light umber, because it's going to have a cool glow. So I'm essentially, what I'm using it for is just cooling down another color. And now I'm going to put the powder blue here, just a little bit stronger. And we have the glow. So on one side we have a warm glow, another side we have a cool glow. because those are going to be different. I might, of course, you know, once I'm more awake again, I want to finish that page. I don't know how much I'm going to film from it, but I will probably try to film some elements, at least how I'm coloring. Typing and typing and typing and typing. Oh, you are fantastic people. And very funny. Okay, we have 1428. There we go. Yes, we're going good. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves. I did not anticipate it going as well as it has been going. And this is now Brutfuner Black again. I will put it everywhere when I feel like there should be extra shadows, extra dark. Because I want the background to be dark, but not flat. Holding my eyelids open with matchsticks here. 2:35. Yeah, I know. It's pretty much the same story here. We're in the same time zone. Oh, thank you, thank you. Then again, this, you know, should you want to kind of remind yourself, this stream is always going to be there. It's not going to disappear anyway. So if you want to check it out some other time, how I'm doing stuff. It's a very sophisticated name for a stream. How I'm doing stuff. Should I put some highlight there from, would it go? No, it wouldn't. So I'm just going to put dark umber and light umber here, just to give it a bit of dimension. Yeah, that's enough. And I'm going to toss some black, but transparent black, onto the edges here, just to give the window a bit shape, so it wouldn't be this kind of a flat thing. There we go. So maybe I'll manage to finish the window at least. I knew before I ever started streaming that this video was never going to be about finishing anything or, you know, getting something big done. It never works that way. Just more so doing something, meeting video, keeping things going. Oh, Caroline, I'm so sorry. Oh, the book? Yeah, the book is Hide and Seek by Hide and Seek by R.J. Hampson, and I did call it The Cure. It is actually called Invisibility Potion. Okay, I'm gonna show you the original version of it. The one here. That's the version of it without the black. There's two versions, obviously, now, and he slightly changes them. The back of the book, at the front of the book. And my version here already had the black done behind the window, but the round was still white. So I put black alcohol marker around, and I colored over the black behind the window. And then there's alcohol marker base. I haven't really gotten much further, but that's where I am at the moment. I want it to be this kind of a fairly dark and a bit horror filmish scene. So it's getting there. I love kind of a dark pages like this. They're one of my weaknesses. I enjoy doing them, and I enjoy how they look as well. So I win. I get to do what I like to do. But yeah, people have asked me a lot of questions about these styles of pages, you know, how I do them. So I've been showing kind of elements in my streams and in my videos, you know, how I color, how I go dark. Because I like my pages dark and deep. That sounded a bit creepy, didn't it? Getting giddier by the minute. Okay, and here, because black is never quite black, especially in, even if you put down alcohol marker, like even alcohol marker black, and that's a good quality black now, is not going to be super black. So I'm using these Brutfuner blacks around the window here, because there's not going to be glow there, so I want a bit of a more shadow there to kind of define the window. So I'm putting a shadow, and then I'm just lessening the pressure and diffusing it out. Let me get you closer. You probably see it better if you actually see it a bit closer. It's hard to see kind of black to black, but in real life, and eventually if you actually get the final look of the page, it does make difference. That little bit of extra shadow. Because it's not going to be just flat thing. And here, this bit, I'm also going to put some extra shadow. So I'm just lifting it away from the background a little bit. So it doesn't look like it's on the same level with the wall. So first I'm creating this really strong black stripe. And then from that black stripe, I start going outside, gradually lessening pressure. Like this. And I think it does make difference, doesn't it? Is it just me? Oh, Holly, are you ready? Are you all prepped and hyped? I know you're going to be fantastic. I love your streams. I love your sense of humor. You are quietly funny. And you have fantastic feel for color. Hit the like, people. Hype it. Keep spreading the word. Anybody who's new here, I keep asking it. I know that it can get annoying for people who have been here all the while, but just in case somebody's new, keep spreading the word. Keep shouting it out. If you do donate, if you can, and do donate, don't be quiet about it. Don't be modest about it. Shout it out. Shout it out to everybody. Shout it out everywhere. You know, wherever you can. You can, of course, here, but shout it out on Insta. You know, I donated to the cause. You know, have you? Have you donated? Yeah. And one thing that I haven't actually mentioned that I am definitely planning to do in February. There's many initiatives. The link is going to be active the whole February, of course. But I think one of my favorite things that Piggy came up with, Joe came up with, is the One Less Book hashtag and initiative. So basically, all you need to do is that you are tempted by a book, and you're always tempted by a book. If you're a colorist, you are always tempted by a new book of some sort. Don't tell me you aren't. Yes, you are. We know you. So if you are tempted by a book, don't buy it at least this month, and instead donate the amount for that book to the charity, to our link. And do it, of course, you know, you can then shout out on social media with a hashtag, one less book. And this, I think, would actually eventually, considering, you know, how many books we tend to buy that we often don't have time to color in, let's be honest, that could actually gather some good funds if we get that hashtag out to people. Just one less book. Because I certainly could use that hashtag most of the year, let's be honest. The one less book. Or many less books. I tend to impulse buy, but instead of impulse buying now, hold back the impulse and do the hashtag. Go to the website instead, the justgiving.com. The link is underneath the video, but it will also be, of course, available underneath all the streamers' videos. It will be widely on Instagram, you know, it's everywhere now, that link. But if you want to see the link, then this is the link, just in case you want to just see it on the screen. And yeah, just go there, and the money that you were going to spend on the book, give it there. Now, I need to start wrapping it up because 80 minutes just flies by while you're streaming, doesn't it? It just goes so fast. I had the most incredible time. I really felt that things were positively hopping. You people are so engaged and trying so hard and are so dedicated to the cause. I have absolutely every faith that we are going to be able to raise our goal amount, and possibly even more. But you know, you didn't hear it from me. Thank you so much. I know that I was a bit giddy and all over the place, but you know, we all start somewhere, and I'm fairly new streamer. Now, let's have a look where we are. But okay, we have £1,448. Applause. Come on, people, put an applause into the chat. Big applause, because this is all you, and you have done amazing. Look at the amount of money already raised. Every single one of you should be proud of you, including the ones who did not get a chance or can't donate, because it's not just donating. It's the fact that you're here, you're giving your time, you're giving the numbers to the YouTube, you're giving the hype. Yes! Applause! You're giving the numbers, and YouTube keeps pushing it out more. The more people are here, the more hopping the chat is, the more YouTube is pushing it. So just keep doing this great job that you are already doing. And like, honestly, I am in awe of you people. And I'm a bit teary. I'm tearing up a bit. Sorry. I did not, even imagine in my wildest dreams that it was going to go that well, that there was going to be so many people, that everybody was going to be so positive, so engaged. And I was so happy to be here. Keep chatting, keep talking, keep just having good time also. And maybe you can even get some coloring done. Who knows? Thank you so much, people. And yeah, I'm pretty much all done now. Now the next one is going to be Hollyberry Colors. Just a second, I am going to find her wonderful channel. So if you don't know where to go, that is the channel. the easiest way to go there is just after my stream is finishing. You're going to go to the description and all the streamers' names and addresses are going to be there. You just click from there and you're going to be whoops on her channel, and her live is going to be scheduled. There is going to be 10 minutes between each stream because people need to pee and possibly eat sandwiches. So I thank you all so much. It has been an incredible experience. I wish those things would almost happen more often, but I know how much work it is to put them together. So thank you also, Joe, Piggy Pens. The amount of work and organization you have put into it is incredible. And you should be so proud of yourself. And we have £1,500 and 1,526 pounds. I can't believe it. It's amazing. Okay, so snack time. Big hugs from me. Virtual ones. Okay, no creepiness here. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves and keep it going. Keep it hopping. And mwah.